something on your mind anytime, I'm here to listen. Sister Talk. When you need someone who understands, I know what you're missing. Sister Talk. No matter what you're going through, don't worry, I ain't going nowhere. Sister Talk. If you ever feel alone, say the word, I'll be right there. Sister Talk. Sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister. Ooh, sister talk.
Hello, this is Deetra Kelsey, live from New York City, and this is Sister Talk TV show. Thank you all for tuning in. Today we have a great show today. Like every Saturday we have a great show. But this show is about the period. You know what I'm talking about, ladies and little girls and the men too. It's like, oh, the period? Come on. Yeah, we're talking about the period. It may be a little bit squirmish for some of you all, but we have a guest today that's going to dispel all the negative connotations about the period. And after you leave this show, you will look forward to your period. But first, let me introduce my returning guest, Kim LaRue from Medicine Women. How you doing, Kim?
I'm doing wonderful, wonderful. I can't wait until we can feel really good about that time of month. Leave here feeling good.
Okay, our special guest is Valerie Carey. She's the author of Time of the Month. It's the essential planner for girls and women of all ages. Val, welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Sister Talk TV show.
Hi, Deetra.
Hi, how are you?
I'm awesome, thank you.
Val, okay, for some of you all who don't know, just break it down for us. What is that time of the month, in your words?
In my words, some people call it the period, some people call it the curse, but it's TOTM. We don't use the term period. It is not a curse. It's that time of the month, and every woman will go through it.
Okay, so why did you write the book?
Well, the book was originally written for my daughter, Shelby. And the concept came in my mind when she was a baby, because she's a girl, and I said, well, how am I going to actually speak to my daughter about that so delicate topic of that time of the month.
So how old is your daughter?
Now she's 15.
15? Yeah. You have a daughter also.
Yes. My daughter, she's 12 years old.
12 years old.
Yes, she is 12.
You told her about the time of the month also.
Absolutely.
When did you tell your daughter?
Well, I started speaking with Shelby about that time of the month very early in her life. I believe she was probably about 6 years old. I was just trying to prepare her. So during the time, monthly, when I had my cycle, she would know that it was my cycle. I would tell her, oh, mommy needs a napkin. And I would...
before she started her period?
Before she started.
I mean, I'm sorry, time of the month.
Yes, TOTM.
Time of the month, okay.
Before she started her TOTM, I was slowly breaking the topic to her, the subject matter to her, because as a young child, you know, it's a lot to absorb, but you never know exactly when your daughter is going to start. So there's no specific age that you can say, oh, 12, 13, 14, I need to start speaking to her about this topic. You have to start preparing her at an early age.
Wow. Okay.
So you don't want her to be at another location when she first gets her first TOTM and not be prepared with any information from you.
How about you, Kim?
Well, for me, I was adamant about teaching my daughter about her menstrual cycle. Growing up, I was the oldest daughter. My mother didn't share that information with me. Wow. And I went out on a camping trip. I was 10. When I came home, I had this blood in my panties. I had no idea. It freaked me out.
Trip?
Yeah.
People saw that?
No, people didn't know. People didn't see it. You know, I remember the day clearly. I was on a camping trip, and when I came home, it was there. And I mentioned it to her. She was like, oh, that's your period. So I knew, I have 2 older boys and I have my baby is my daughter. I knew that that was not going to happen with my daughter, just like you. But my daughter, she will be in the bathroom with me, and because she was just that child. I couldn't, no matter where I went, she was there. And to this day, I still have to tell her that's mommy private time, but she still likes to be in the bathroom. And she will, my napkins were there, she would pass me the napkin. I always, always.
Well, how did you find about your menstruation, since we're talking about that?
Well, I was just about to say, just as Kim, my mom never had that discussion with me. So it wasn't as if I had a template to mimic and use to speak to my daughter about. So it wasn't as if I had a story that my mom told me. So I said, well, what is the best way to actually, speak to my daughter about this? One, I want her to be aware of herself. So I think that she should journal her feelings, her emotions, which is what TOTM Time of the Month is about.
Okay.
And then I just said, well, I'm going to start speaking to her about it as early as possible, because once again, you just never know exactly when. You were on a camping trip. I didn't want my daughter to be at a friend's house or
You know what's so great
school.
about this book is that you do have a place where you could journal your feelings. Yes. You have charts, you have the months and all that. You have recipes in here. And I want the callers to call in, please, at 212-757-1393. Talk to Sister Talk TV show live, and please ask Val any questions or comments, or share your experience about the time of the month. Okay. For me, my mom told me about the period when I was, I'm sorry, I got to say, that's all I know. Right. When I was about 9 years old.
We're going to break you out of that.
Yeah,
TOTM.
TOTM. Okay, about when I was 9 years old, and I was devastated. There was just something that was thrown on me. She had a book, and she was very nice. I was like, what? Me? Why?
What is
and
that?
Me and my brother, we're 11 months apart, so we were very close back then. I said, well, is John going to have a period? She's like, no, John's not going to have a period, and so forth. So I see that today's generation, do you find today's generation that is still a negative connotation about time of the month?
No. I am pleasantly surprised when I speak to young ladies, because I do have seminars and workshops that I do with them based off the topics. And I have grown to find out that some young ladies are actually taking baths during their TOTM. And growing up, I don't know about
you,
but
okay, go
but
ahead.
Growing up, it was taboo to take a bath during your TOTM. You were supposed to take a shower. They said, do not take a bath.
All right.
And, whatever the mindset was behind that, it's, antiquated thinking. It's okay to take a bath. It's actually therapeutic to take a bath.
While you're on your time.
Yes, while you're on your time, because, you have cramps, and a nice warm bath, I wouldn't say hot, but a nice warm bath actually soothes your muscles, helps relaxes you. And I'm finding from young ladies that they're into aromatherapy during their TOTM, and those are some of the things that I speak about in the book. So,
okay.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Kim? I mean, you have a 12-year-old daughter, and I don't know how open you are with that, but do you find that her friends, is there still a negative connotation about the time of the month?
Well, no. Well, not in my household. I'm with her friends, and most of my kids' friends stay at my home. We are very free. We're open. We speak openly about these things. When my daughter got her period, her dad gave her a beautiful moon necklace. Her brothers were aware. I shared this.
Sweet.
Yes,
so the whole family was involved in
absolutely. This is not taboo. This is a rite of passage. This is moving into the next level. It is who you are. I shared it with her older brother. Of course, he said, "Oh man," and I was like, "What do you mean, oh man?" This is a beautiful thing that's going on here. Not a beautiful thing,
so
but
you shared it with her older brother.
Absolutely.
He said, "Oh man," he didn't want that, or
he didn't want that. He thought he was losing his baby sister. She's the
about.
baby too.
Okay.
Her brother's older than her.
Okay.
So he thought he was losing his baby sister. That which part of it is true. You understand? Part of it is true. She's moved to another level. Okay. But I had to explain to them, you know, you're not losing her the way you think you're losing her. Okay. But yeah, we celebrated it in the house. The whole family knew her, called grandma, grandpa, auntie, and I let her know, you know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful thing. And she comes in there. I think it's beautiful that daughter can share that in front of her father. Yeah. Oh, I got my period. You know, that's.
He bought her a gold necklace.
Oh, absolutely.
So please call in the show at 212-757-1393. A mother and her daughter, or a father
and his daughter,
and chime in on that time of the month. Now, one thing about your book, she says, Kim, is that there are myths about that time of the month. Can you break that down for us?
Well, as I just said, one of the myths is that you cannot take a bath during that time of the month. Another myth is that you shouldn't get your hair perm relaxed.
Really? I forgot about that one. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. I forgot about that.
Okay.
Go ahead. It's getting really interesting.
No, just jump in.
Well, for me, I knew about the bathtub, but it was always, and to this day, I've got to be honest, I do share that with my daughter, to not do the bath. She showers, but the reason being, because there's other things that I teach my daughter about the period time. I have to learn the terminology also. TOTM. Yes. It's because of actually, it just don't seem clean to me to sit in the tub of blood, with blood coming. That's what it is for me.
But that's just a personal stigma that you have for yourself.
Exactly. Exactly.
But it's not unclean to sit in a tub of water, because you're not actually sitting in a tub of blood.
Well, I think I have to agree with her, because I'm thinking like you're sitting in a tub of water with blood. Okay, we're going to get on that. Okay, Sister Talk TV show, you watch a Sister Talk TV show live. Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hi, well, I can hardly hear you, but I'm going to go. I'm hoping you can hear me.
Yes, I can.
All right, I am a black woman, born in the 50s.
Okay.
I have never seen anything like this in my life, where you ladies, young ladies, are getting on television talking about the menstrual cycle. I mean, maybe I'm old-fashioned, but I'm not used to this.
Okay.
And it's like we're not showing each other any kind of, it's not for me to hear. This is not their conversation.
I'm sorry?
And I don't think this is an appropriate forum.
Okay.
And to the lady who was talking about her young son, and let him listen to her, your sister having her period. What was the relevance of that?
Okay.
It's not necessary.
Okay, I can answer that.
Okay, thank you.
What are you guys doing? We are falling backwards in reference to respecting ourselves.
Okay, thank you, caller.
Yes,
right,
and the reason being, she was directed that question towards me. Why did he had to know about his sister's period? Because I'm raising young boys to be men, and hopefully they'll go on and they'll find a mate, a woman, and they will be able to understand their wife, and they will also go on to have a daughter, and they need to understand what is going on with their daughter and their wife.
Okay, let's Val carry on that answer, please. What do you think about the irate caller?
Well, I don't understand why she was so angry, and she says she was born in the 50s, which is a different time, but in the 20s, I remember that women were not wearing bikinis at the beach. Times change, and there are topics that are relevant. This is, I believe this is a great forum for us to discuss menstrual matters, because this is sister talk.
Yeah.
So I don't understand why she was so angry, but she has an antiquated thinking and mindset, and maybe perhaps she'll grow.
And we have to break cycles. This is what it's about. We have to break cycles. We are moving into 2012. This is no longer 1950. Yes, so I remember the time when women didn't even wear pants, and women weren't allowed to vote, and women were supposed to stay at home. It's no longer like that, and and it's important that that the male energy is aware of what's going on with the female energy, and vice versa.
Okay.
Yes, men should be able to be in touch, in tune with their their moms, their sisters,
Absolutely.
and their mates, their spouses. Because
Okay.
during that time of the month, sometimes we go through different emotions and different feelings, and if he can understand why, then I think their relationship would be, you know, that much better.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, caller, you watch the Sister Talk TV show live. Please ask us a question or share your comment, whether we disagree or not. Okay, caller.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes?
Yes, caller. What's your name?
Hello. I like to say this. I actually disagree with the last caller.
Okay, thank
Lakeisha, and I'm
Okay.
35 years old.
Uh-huh.
I actually disagree with the last caller. I'm agreeing to disagree.
Okay.
Is what I'm going to say. I like to say that I agree with the young lady on the other side of you who's letting her sons know about the menstrual cycle and her daughter's menstrual cycle. The reason why is because I'm 35 years old. I just was married in February. And my husband has absolutely no problem with going to the store and picking up menstrual pads.
Right.
Because his mother taught him.
I think a lot of women want to know, does he have any friends?
His mother taught him that it's very important that he knows about women and knowing about their cycle, and it's very important that he knows that the menstrual cycle has to do with life. So it was very important that his mother taught him that, and I'm glad that his mother taught him that, and I'm glad that she's teaching her son to be able to respect their women enough to not shun them when that time of the month comes around.
Okay,
Yes.
thank you, caller, so much. We have another call coming through. Caller, you're watching Sister Talk TV show live. It's October the 1st. We're in New York City. What's your name, your comment, and question? Hello, caller.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. This is Idea Khan.
Adea.
Yeah,
Hi.
I like to celebrate along with you sisters. I'm also a sister from the 1950s.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. This is powerful. This is a great time to talk about the menses and the cycling, the power that happens, and the lead time, to understand how we connect with nature, the moon, the waters.
Yes.
Okay? So this is a very, very healthy conversation.
Okay.
If there was a time, I understood the sister from the 50s. Yeah, because I was raised the same way. Actually, I was given a piece of clean sheet as my first sanitary napkin. So to me, you keep doing this, sister. Don't you stop. Time of the month, you keep doing your thing. Okay? Bravo.
Thank you.
That was very good.
I've got worried there for
No, 1950. We done did it now.
I know. You know, like I said, what makes your book so interesting is that you have these charts, these dates, and you and your daughter actually use it, right?
Yes,
Okay.
we actually use
and that
it.
pretty much bonds people. And please keep calling in, 212-757-1393. Like I said, even if you don't disagree, we're here just to talk.
Can I say one thing about the book that I also love? The way that it's set up. It's like an activity book. And I know my daughter, she's 12 now, even before she's 12, at that age, they love these activity books.
Right.
They like to answer the questions and this and that. And this is perfect. I wish I had this when I was,
starting out.
Yeah, when I was starting out, but I still can have it,
Yes, you can.
That's what I
You
was
can
getting ready
still
to
have
say.
it. It's not just for teens and tweens. It's for
Yes.
all women who are cycling, and that's exactly what the purpose of the book is, to engage the user so that they can become more aware of themselves. Oftentimes, also, this is a great communication tool to use when you go to your gynecologist.
Wow, okay.
Yes.
Sometimes we forget what we want to discuss when we go to the GYN or any doctor for that matter. So this is a great tool because you're documenting your feelings, your emotions, your pains, and the things that you're doing around that time of the month, your TOTM. And now you have a place to keep it and so that you can remember what it is that you felt during that time.
Val, do you ever get any resistance to this book?
Besides the caller?
Seriously.
No, I haven't really faced any opposition thus far with the
Okay.
book. No.
What are these? I see smiley faces,
Those
sad
are
faces,
stickers. I love stickers.
faces like that. So what do you do with these for? How do you use these for the book?
It's a calendar planner. So when you're feeling happy and you just want to say, I'm feeling happy, you can take a sticker and put it on that particular day.
Oh, really?
There are a couple of stickers that actually connotate or is to note your first day of your cycle, your first day of your TOTM, and the last day. But you know, sometimes we're feeling cranky, sometimes we're feeling a little depressed, and we just want to kind of have that conversation with ourselves, within ourselves, and so you can use it within your book.
Okay, so we have standing at the mic Shelby. That's Val's daughter. Hello, Shelby. How are you?
Hello, I'm good.
I see you have the T-shirt on,
Yes.
Time of the Month. I got one earlier when I saw her before the show, and you seem to cut yours up and
Yes.
did some little things to it. It looks very nice.
Thank you.
So how old are you, Shelby?
I'm 15.
15?
Yes.
Okay, so your mother, well, I'm going to get your perspective. You don't mind?
No,
we
I don't
ask
mind.
her. How did you hear about, when did you know about that time of the month?
From my mom, of
Okay.
course, and also, you know, my friends in school as well.
So, okay, let's go there. What did you hear from your friends from school?
When they got it, I was like the last person to get it out of my like group of friends.
Uh-huh.
So that's
How
how I
old were
found
you
out.
when you started yours?
How old was I? I was in the 7th grade. I don't remember the age.
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. So there's no shame, no shame. Is there a negative connotation with the time of the month? Because when I say that, when I was growing up, it was like hush, hush. You know, you just really didn't talk about it just amongst girls. But is there, and it was like a shame thing also. Is that, do you feel that around, even
No.
when you were in the 7th grade?
Not really, no. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Just a healthy. You want to have any questions you want to ask your daughter? That, because I'm kind of scared. You know?
I don't think I have any questions that I want to ask her.
Okay.
I do want to note that when she did get her first TOTM, that I presented her with a gift.
Oh, really?
Do you remember the gift?
Yes, I do. It was a pair of red earrings.
Ruby.
Oh.
Ruby earrings.
Ruby, excuse me.
You know something? We should just have women should just start doing some type of initiation party or a ritual party for time of the month.
You know, it's funny that you would say that, Deetra.
Yeah.
We're going to have something very soon coming out. So,
Really?
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about it right now, but it's going to come out really soon.
And it's just really getting back to the origin of it all. You know, if we do our research, we'll look and we'll see, you know, during that time, it was our time. We will go off from the rest of the village people and we will just spend our time. Some women would sit by the tree, they'll bleed to the earth.
Really?
During that time is a very highly creative time. Very creative. I know when that time comes for me, the TOTM, I know I was gonna get it before the show was over. That's when I'm able to write.
Really?
Create, because you know I am executive director of Medicine One Productions. That's when my ideas, the visions, they come zooming in. And because I was able to share this with my husband and my boys, they understand that that is mommy's time of the month. And if they're not sure what's going on, I said, this is the time of the month for me. And they go, oh.
So the whole
So
family
that's why
has
it's
respect
important
for that,
to let the men know.
Thank you
yes.
so much, Shelby, for sharing the time of the month with us.
Thank
you so much. Let's give Shelby a hand.
Great job.
Deetra, I just wanted to piggyback off of what Kim just said in regards to chocolate. Your daughter craves chocolate, you crave chocolate, but I think we all crave chocolate for so many different reasons. And chocolate is a feel-good food. So what do you want to do during your TOTM is feel good. And I wouldn't tell anyone to deny themselves chocolate. Just make sure that it's dark chocolate because it's high in antioxidants and it's better for you. Or, you know, pick a chocolate that has a high cocoa content and that will be better for you. But chocolate has also been compared to sex. So, you know, it's like it releases those feel-good endorphins in you. So the whole concept is to feel good during your TOTM, to have a so happy TOTM. So yeah, indulge in chocolate. Just make sure it's dark chocolate.
Let's go back to the guy that called about he has children that are female. And before we do that, you know, we have to take this call. I believe the caller has been holding on for a little while. Caller, you watching Sister Talk TV show live? What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yes, my name is Ricardo. I was just calling again.
Okay.
I just wanted to know if you ladies, you know, if y'all have mates, you know, do you share the information with them? If they have daughters, what to do in a certain instance, if there's an emergency, if they have brothers or sisters at a certain age and their daughters go through mood swings, how to treat them as sisters, or have like a family talk when the daughters get to this stage, so the men won't be ashamed. There's nothing to be ashamed of because it's part of nature.
Okay, thank you.
Well,
Val, go ahead, Val.
Well, that is part of the premise of TOTM Time of the Month, is so that we can know ourselves better. It's about self-awareness, so that we know when we're cranky and so that we know how to deal with our crankiness. And so what you eat is very important so that you can stay in a nice, happy state and you can have better relationships around you. But as far as having family talks, it's like having your TOTM is not an excuse to be nasty, rude to someone else. It's not an excuse. So we as women and as young ladies have to look at ourselves first. And we're not going to use, you know, our cycle as a crutch or as, you know, we're not going to scapegoat it to be a nasty person during that time of the month.
The name of the book is Time of the Month, and where can he pick up the book?
The name of the book is TOTM Time of the Month, and he can actually pick it up at the website TOTMtimeofthemonth.com, or it's also available on Amazon.com.